All right, so next here we're going to talk about the rider's hands. When we're looking for, what angle or how open your elbow should be, we are looking for a straight line from elbow to the bit. You'll hear me say quite a bit, it's not your forearms and your wrists that are doing the work, but rather the elbow. In order for the elbow to do the work, the elbow must be in a straight line with the bit. Your thumb should be up. That's where you have the most strength in the elbow. The elbow should do the work, what I said before, not the wrist of the forearm, and your fingers should be closed. A lot of times we see riders who want to open their fingers, whether that's because they want to release or because they think that's actually lighter on the horse. But in fact, lighter fingers does not mean lighter on the bit. It just means there's more noise. So if you close your fingers all the way so that you aren't, changing your rein length without noticing, it's actually quieter on the horse's mouth. Okay, so here's me and that same horse again. Now I am riding one-handed, so my other hand doesn't really have any point. But I do generally keep a straight line from the elbow to bit, even if I don't have a straight line along those reins. So this is where we differ from English riders, is we are not riding on a tight rein. So that line is an invisible line, not a line down the reins. So what happens when we ride one-handed is that I'm going to pick that rein up along that line. My elbow is still going to carry on with it, even if my reins aren't tight. So same thing happens here, elbow to bit, no problem. Now what we're going to see here in this dressage rider, and she's probably asking for a half pass or something. I'm not quite sure what she's doing there. We lose the forearm. Even if that forearm were down here, her reins would be relaxed. That would be excellent. Now, we don't see dressage riders always ride like this. So that actually breaks that connection, and that tells me that she's not using her elbows, but what she's doing to make a correction is she's lifting those hands up. They aren't moving back behind her back, her elbows. So this one is better, but not 100%. She has her arms kind of low. We miss that straight line. And what we generally see with these riders that ride like this is that instead of using the elbow, they tilt their thumb down towards their horse. Yeah, so the thumb is facing the horse, and they use the forearm to pull, and that's where they get your strength from. But riding the horse is not about strength, it's about timing. So if you have to strong arm them in it, you're probably doing it wrong. Now this rider, I'll give her credit. She's lifted up her inside hand to push the shoulder over. Not that I'm a fan of that, but that's what's happening in this moment. So if she hadn't done that, her hand would be right here in the middle of this line, and she would have a straight line from elbow to bit. Now this is a Western dressage rider. They are riding a dressage test. So we might see the same angle, but yet in a ranch horse with just a little bit looser rein.